Part 2. The Me of When and More, journeying into the realm of Moreness. The aspirant found Limo. Again and again Limo waited. Again I have been thinking, the aspirant began their journey of sharing. My me of now wants to know about my me of when, the when of me that is to be, since what is not is me of then, and me of now is looking further into the more. I have understood the aspirant, their eyes looking through time. What I learned from my ghosts is that me of now is a ghost which can be mine as choice I choose to host. But, agreed Limo, but a future ghost is a ghost of choosing, a ghost I choose, the aspirant pointing Limo's gaze at what's to come. Behold the isle, Limo, behold my me of then I'm not alone, me of then is there with me of now. Limo nodded, her gaze shifting slightly. Yes, I am assisted, and I am assisting my me of more. Why, Limo? Why this need? Why need for two of me, two to journey to that isle, two to serve, and three to brave crossing of that placid sea? Why, Limo? Limo waited on that crossing. Yes, why? Limo floated at the aspirant. Why? Because you are not two, you are not three, yet three is, and is yet the me of thee. The aspirant stretched into then, the then of yearning, the then to come. On landing there on that beach of bare soul, bare bone, bare as alone, complete alone, I stood, me and my me of then, now comforted by a lonely wood. Standing, I knew only one more step, and knew I could step only that one step, as never can we step past one, not until that step of one is a step rightly done. I stepped a one and stepped another one, and there, on that isle of then, I did ensconce my wooded me. Finished, I did seek to tree, and there not one, but three, amidst the many, calling to my me, where I did seek to ponder if now perhaps I might be free. Yet I was not, as I was no more. And then, Limo, right then, on this momentous knowing, this understanding of my I as law, me understanding my I is law, right there, Limo, there just past those three trees of yore, there opened to my me of more, there beckoned a portentous door, yes, Limo, a door, the door of no more. I paused with all of self still there, as power joined to carefully bind my inner core. The doorway having no door, no frame, nothing more than shimmer, reflecting through that wooden glimmer. Come claim your claim. Stepping to that portal bright I stepped, and in that moment of my step, I felt through a water not quite wet, an essence curtain pulling at my spirit, revealing I was no unshackled, no, not yet. Not one to flinch from press, I pressed further into that wasteland yond, a nothingness filled with weight, each step heavy, heavier to heavier with each stress. Never one to flog the self with futile quest, I stepped my mind through coming hate. Rejecting, I returned, realizing I need improve my best. Questions now I had, why so heavy, why so thick, why so slow, wherein lay my crossing trick? Needing more, instinct turned me from that door, to find, sharply, in my space, the assistant now come ashore. Ha! Mariner not so ancient, I did greet. Come you to share your story, or is that my fate to meet? Although, what wedding is unknown, perhaps not fitting, thus please enlighten, I do entreat. That one, I did feel some part my greater whole, now shared what was to be her fitting role. I bring you knowing you could not know, as you have come before your due, results of earnest learning connecting greater flow, and such as you are sadly uncommon few. The journey now before you few do make, not with clear knowing nor awareness of what's at stake, and not while open-eyed and wide awake. The crossing of that desolate plain, held in by thresholds of residual pain, yield resistance in direct compare to that which we've yet to bear. To make requirements clearly clear, look you on these three trees so dear, what reveals regarding lingering fear. The aspirant, now stopped in all they did think past done, peered deep to unseal those three trees of more, one aged, one potent, one budding with as yet, all obvious as to their core, a three, but now revealed as whole and healing one. Limo, do hear me, as here I did remember learnings done, balance gained and battles won. I remembered, Limo, I did. Applied to that copse of three, I shirked not the deep truths may be hid. What had I learned, Limo? The assistant now bid me know. I pulled from within my fortress strong, shift, release, let go, be less. I did ease my breaths now long. But wait, a look to assistant's eye. I paused, queried, waiting for the why. To unbind from that unneeded is but the early task. There's more you are now asked. To cross that lonesome fearful plain, required you lose all, not only obvious pain, and that which causes life's perpetual drain. No, if only these had been for those few ventured steps, you'd now be truly dead, sent back to redo and learn again, to perchance learn what's never learned, life after life of efforts vain. This year we have a leveled challenge, as you've learned the usual lessons and pressed on past the precious plain, a life of good and right and virtue in the main. But now you seek what lies beyond. You wish to venture far into that realm across, where you might find your heart's desire, free and clean of all life's dross, and on into that realm of Moreness, where you just might set your soul afire. That plane acts on the soul unpure, the more that's carried, even if believed so sure, serve to both catch wind and weight, as any you like to call your baggage, bears not carried to reach your sought-for fate. Your burden now to shed are all ideas, beliefs, and ideals wed. Ambitions, goals, even aspirations bold, now must fall to forego their clinging hold. You know this in your deep, as you've already uttered understandings which you know to keep. One such is your I as law, that I which now you know is not your core. It's but a figment of passions passing quick, as time is measured by soul's measured click. Around and round I dance this sharing tale, to coax from you to drop that subtle veil, to here and now make your leap so grand, a trusting leap to waiting mother's promised hand. The aspirant sighed aside to shift the ocean's tide. I know from what's averse to hide, a grueling task I shall attempt, with all deep vigor from me to summon, a fate from which I choose not be exempt. Towards the beckoning portal I did stride, astride determination to be my least, a first of efforts bent to improvement's beast. Shedding thoughts and hopes and all desires binding, I ventured into that wasteland's purge of real self-finding. My task and challenge known, ere even assistance reminding share. On I plunged, unbinding self from wish's glare, further now, easier than earlier's precocious way. Yet alas, I'll not grind your receptive ear, each step yet weightier and gloomier than the failing day, foretelling doom of efforts dear. And there on that plane of soul's reveal, I did fail to shed deep emotion's binding seal, but imagined blackness dark and cold, as yet delayed its promised hold. And though, as in a dream too clear, I am returned to what I still hold dear, and here you find me, Limo, as still I was, and find me still as now, with one large difference as to the how, which eluded on my trial so sure, a gift I see now of knowing pure. Limo, this I now do know, the path to purging what yet binds unfree is one of practiced repeated being as tree. Limo regarded that aspirant's joy, cueing detail more than share, knowing this aspirant one not coy, on a true path now newly bared. I am, committed the aspirant, committed to my task renewed, say you, Lemieux, anew refresh what I have not as yet construed. Limo replied, saying nothing as new, yes, Limo, application same as before, same doing, yet new understanding. Repeat now bears repeating, emphasizing emphasis, a potent ore. To know is not to live is not to know. No, not necessarily, as now I need to show. I need be all I am. How can we not, you may inquire? I have learned to hold my mood, change my mood, and choose which mood I need make bold. Accomplishments of time and effort dearly sold, but yet not what that crossing of my spirit asks. These need be innate, my very innards' default tasks, and also thoughts both known and not, and that which flows from thinking, set of mind and fix of face, to intent I must allot, and feel and have and be deep in posture's rightful stance, as in the end, Limo, all of mind's deep intent is but to feel the most we can enhance. Feel the all, as all to feel is spirit's potent bent. Just as mind needs mind to be aware, so spirit uses body to reflect and know, improve, adjust and share. Its goal and end to master emotion's burning glare, risking perils of immersion's trapping lair, but safeguarded by body's foreknown demise, if trapped in unwanted beliefs and lies. My task, Limo, our task, to break habit's deadly hold, to choose, to be, to create our superlative feelings bold. This our purpose and our end, for when we feel the most that feel can be, where more to spend our precious energy, so dearly, dearly purchased, simply to be free. And now, to close my epic share, a short poem, shared to my soul laid bare. You are a Donna Moore. You are a portal door. Enjoy, enjoy your gift's delight. Enjoy, enjoy your power's might, as your intent is pure and good, and guides you purely on your path of good. Remove all doubts of should, and thus you freely free your spirit's magic wood. The end.